My guest today is Bob Swanson. He's one of the founders of Linear Technology, and now he's executive chairman of this pioneer in the industry of semiconductor. Robert, linear in the digital world is more needed than ever before, I have the feeling. How do you see this?
Yeah, that turns out to be exactly correct. If you look at the businesses that are driving our overall sales in the last 10 years, from PoE to digital power management, to the new surge of electronics in automobiles, to the all-electric vehicle, to the hybrid vehicle, down to energy harvesting, all of those relatively new markets required analog technology as an enabler to make these end markets practical.
The build out of 3G and 4G infrastructure is also consumes a lot of semiconductors.
Yes, devices like high-speed data converters, A to D converters, that are very fast, very accurate, and low power, as well as RF devices, are the nuts and bolts of these base stations, all analog.
Automotive is a pretty old industry, but it could get a strong kick by hybrid and by e-car in the future, and everybody is designing there, and many of them with linear technology.
Yes, that's correct. So basically these hybrid and all-electric cars have a battery pack, a very expensive battery pack. In the technology, the battery packs are changing to lithium ion. And this battery pack is expensive and needs a very precise monitoring. It's a multi-cell, multi-$1,000 pack. Again, an analog problem to solve, to monitor, to charge, to discharge, to keep all of these batteries healthy, because they have to last for 15 years.
A strong trend and a big need is energy efficiency, and a solution is digital power management.
Yes, another sort of a phrase, digital power, which in the end is going to actually be solved by analog products. It turns out that digital power management really means being able to monitor things like temperature and current and voltage. And so Linear Technology makes a group of supervisory products that can be connected to almost any power device to monitor these things and to feed back information to optimize the power of many points of load. Yeah.
And a new area is energy harvesting. Many people are talking about energy harvesting. When you told me before, this is a missing link. The missing link for what?
Yeah, so energy harvesting is an expression was not even in my vocabulary 3 years ago. We've all known about free energy from delta temperature, from vibration, from solar panels and so forth, but most of the problem has been that a transducer can take, for example, vibration and delta temperature and convert it to electricity. But the level of electricity that came out of these transducers was so small that it wasn't good for very many practical solutions. So the missing link was an analog block that could actually handle very low, I'm talking about 10, 20 millivolts of output from a transducer, have enough energy to run itself, enough left over to power microcontrollers and sensors and RF transmitters so that they could control some other function. So we're talking about free energy to do a lot of applications without wires.
Who is the driver? Are it companies like Linear Technology, or is it really a need from your customers that said we have to solve this?
Well, this is not coming from customers now. This is a brand new business. We've come out with 4 or 5 products. We've solved this problem of how do you deal with this low output. And what we're surprised is that there's thousands and thousands of customers showing interest. But right now, this is a business with no sales, but a great future. But this is probably a decent-sized business, maybe as early as 3 years, maybe as far as 10 years out. But it's an analog sort of problem. We solved it, and now I think it represents a good future for us. But it's a future business.
Robert, this sounds good and very hopefully for the future that linear will stay in the focus of everybody for many more years.
Thank you.
So, thank you for joining us.